let's have a little bit of close time, shall we? Just a little bit. A little bit. Come on a bit. Okay. So, Rogue Company. Yes, I know I suck. Goes without saying. Absolutely goes without saying. I know that I suck. But that's the thing with me as well. When it comes to games like this, it does take me a while to get into it again. This is bearing in mind as well, I haven't been a part of a competitive shooter in so long. Like, so long. Let alone a third-person shooter. I think if we went over the rogues and what I think about them so far, Anvil I would like to play more. I think his light machine gun has a lot of potential. I also think that he's pretty darn nice. I like his little defensive barricade up because the fact that it fits in some really tight places makes it super viable. So you put up his shield in like a tight knit crunch, and if enemies can't easily flank you in that area, then you've systematically shut them down in a single lane. You've stopped them from taking a flank because now that's in your way, and you can easily peek with it because you can just set it up, use it as an additional like extra couple of feet of peek, and just use that as extra safe vision. It's really nice. I want to actually try him a little bit more. You got used to it by the end? Yeah, that's it. But I need to get used to it more. That's it. You need to get used to it more, and little by little, it'll build. It'll build. So that's Anvil. Shark, I've only really played one game as him. At least that's how you pronounce him. How do you pronounce him? Shark or Shaq? I want to say Shark, as in like shark, but Shaq. You know what I mean? I need to try his tech more. I think playing him the way that I played him wasn't good enough. I think using him with the D40C is actually a bit bad. I would like to try him with the SKL, and I would like to try him with his katana and make him a straightforward, in-your-face, I don't even care, beat the living crap out of you guy. That would be really cool. In the villa map, you can literally just block some doorways and you can shoot out the canister and open it up. Yeah, basically. It gives you freedom with Anvil. I think with Shark, I just need to play with him more. Dallas I didn't even play as, so I can't comment on Dallas. Dima, I definitely need to play more. I think the unanimous thing with everyone, I keep forgetting about using everyone's Q. I think the one person who I used for Q of the most out of the entire game was a mix of Glitch and Ronin, and that's about it. But we'll get to those in a minute. Dima, I need to try him more. I think the problem I had with Dima was the Car 30, because the handling of that thing is not 37. The handling of that thing is down. It is not as high as you think it is. Like when you hit tier 3, it only boosts the range. So, if anything, it might actually be better with the Mamba because it's burst fire. And with the burst fire, I mean, tier 1 you get extra magazine size. Tier 2, the handling goes up even more, which is great. And then you get extra range on the third. Yeah, so I think running him with Mamba, EMP and throw would actually be really nice. I'll need to try him out more. Glitch I actually really enjoyed. Glitch's weaponry, like the LMPX, gorgeous. I love that weapon. Baseball bat, always a winner. I just really like his tech. I like his hacking skill as well. I just want to... Basically, a lot of the gist of the moment is I need to play a lot of them a lot more. But Glitch is nice. Lancer, for what I did play her, I know I only played her in one match, but it was nice. It was pretty good. Definitely need to play with her more though. I don't think I played with her nearly enough to actually warrant talking enough about Lancer, so coming soon, more Lancer gameplay. Phantom, I'm trash at. I'm absolutely trash at Phantom. Doesn't matter whether I'm running with full body or the Aaron. Aaron! I love the name of that. But no. Phantom's she's not the rogue for me. I'm not a sniping guy. I just can't do it. But saying that, I do really like the sticky sensor and what the sticky sensor can do with scoping things out, and I like her ability. Her ability with nano smoke. It's actually really cool. I didn't quite get it at first, but when I did get it, damn, okay. It's actually really nice. Just not my rogue, quite frankly. Ronin, I think, may be a contender for a main. And I'll explain why. Underground's really useful because it helps me being able to get round the enemies, especially when I use it in conjunction with smoke like I did in that one game. That worked beautifully. It was running with smoke, the Spitfire, and the SLC. Beautiful. Even though saying that, the Car 30 in her hands was actually not that bad, but I'll still take the SLC 9 times out of 10 because more speed, more maneuverability around the place, and just the drilling hip fire, gorgeous. The thing I love most about Ronin is that ballistic knife. That ballistic knife is everything I live for. The thing that I love about it as well, though, is the fact that I can use it as melee, or I can then throw it. So if I need to finish someone off, I can just stab them and finish it. But if I need to hit a choke point spot on, you just roughly estimate where they're gonna run down, set it, chuck it, wait for it, boom. Special surprise inside. I actually think Ronin might be contender for a future main. Saint I will need to play more so just playing with his guns, because when I played it as him and I picked Mamba, I wasn't actually quite aware that Mamba was just a burst fire weapon. So I need to try that more. And the MLX I've seen can be really nice. But I really like his tech. I think he's really great. Reviving teammate heals both you for a significant amount as well. As a go-to healer, Saint, absolutely rocking it. I think he's great. Scorch is overpowered in every way known to mankind. You can tell why you see a lot of Scorches in matches. I love her design. I love her ability set. Do not get me wrong. I think Fireproof is too powerful. If I'm to be completely honest, and if we're critically analysing Scorch, Overheat is way too powerful. Absolutely way too powerful. Even though it's great, like the damage output escalates so much, it's insane. As long as she has that ability, she's won. Even in like a big fight situation where she needs to make the comeback, Scorch can do it, just with that ability alone. And the thing is, I like Overheat as an ability for when it's a situation where you're the only man, there's like 2-3 members of the enemy team, need to make a comeback, Scorch's ability triggers, you win the game back. Love that. But I think Overheat should have a different twist to it, because I think the trick with Overheat should be, you activate Overheat, you activate Overheat and you start with a blue flame. And so for the first half of your bar, you have a blue flame on your weapons and your punches. And that blue flame is the amount of damage that we have right now, okay? But then when you hit the halfway point, there's like a little marker of the halfway point of her gauge. When you hit that halfway point, then it starts fading to red and orange. And then when it starts fading to red, you know that it's still going to do amped up damage, but not as much. When it hits orange, you know it's on its last legs. And you're still going to do that little bit of damage, but it's not going to be nearly as much as it was when you first triggered it. So you do it like that, so that then Scorch's Overheat gameplay is a matter of timing. You time the initial use of Overheat to get the most out of it, and the whole trick with Overheat is that you want to utilize Overheat as fast as you can. Because of burnout. If you reach the end of Overheat and you haven't killed anyone, oh no, Overheat's gone. Or if you're suddenly down to only using a tiny little bit of Overheat, that's it. You're going to get a little bit of buff, but not as much of a buff as she gets now. I also think immune to fire is a little bit too much. Even though it makes sense for Scorch, do not get me wrong. I think she should have higher resistance to fire, so she takes half damage from all fire. And she can... I think the trick is, she should take half damage from fire-based attacks, and be completely immune to being set on fire. So that she's immune to the dot damage effect of fire, and takes reduced damage from any fire-based weaponry. I think that's pretty okay. I think that's fine and balanced. Having complete immunity to fire? I don't know. Especially when other characters have incendiaries. I think that's a bit too much. I think that's a little bit too much. Either that, Either that, right? Or you do what I did earlier, where she's... Not her resistances. Or make it so that, like, if she enters an incendiary, instead of her losing health, it charges up overheat that little bit more. So she can potentially use enemies' incendiaries, including her own, to charge herself up faster. Maybe. I mean, how many incins are around? I mean, we can have a look. But I know, obviously she has one. But I know I've seen quite a few incendiaries in the game. Well, or either that, or I've been using them a lot with Vi, but we'll get to Vi in a minute. Scorch, though, is on the top of the list for nerfs, though. She will be up there, and I will not be surprised if she's the first to get nerfed on, like, a patch. Talon, I don't think Talon is my guy either. I don't think he is. I think Mag Gloves, like, his ability with Mag Gloves can be really good when you're setting bombs. Because I'm guessing that works with bombs as well. Radar Dart can be handy. But the thing is, out of the two, if I was to sneak around with someone, I'd rather pick Ronin because Ronin can be hidden from enemy minimaps. While Talon... Not really. I don't like Talon. But that's more so because I don't think Talon's my guy. So, yeah. I just don't think he's my guy. Simple as. I'll try him still. I'll gladly keep trying him. But I just have a feeling Talon's not my guy. French, sadly, I haven't tried you. So I can't really say much. I'm sorry. I haven't tried you. I will have to in the future. Then we probably have Best Girl. Best Girl in Rogue Company. Bye. I love her poison. I love her leeching poison. The fact that it actually drains from them and raises your max. I think that's super nice. I love the fact that she's a defensive girl and she uses poison. I am falling in love with Nightshade. I think Nightshade is a beautiful assault rifle. Absolutely beautiful assault rifle to bring into fights. Not too keen on the S12 Tactical, but I think that's more so because I'm not much of a shotgun guy. Either that, or it's just not my playstyle, in my opinion. I don't think I'm much of a shotgun playstyle guy, really. But the Nightshade is beautiful. Executioner I actually quite like as a pistol. I need to use her more with a katana. I think her plus katana would go beautifully hand in hand. She also runs incendiaries, but I do want to try her in a game of tear gas and see how tear gas really affects the enemy squad. I think that'll be really, really interesting. So yeah, in a nutshell, I'm really liking these guys. I think Scorch is definitely going to be on the nerf. For sure. For sure, Scorch should be nerfed. I have seen some games where apparently people have said Demon needs to be nerfed. I've yet to see that. I've absolutely yet to see that. If you shut down Dima, no, he can't even... If he can't even use his Q effectively, he's dead. If anything, Dallas... The thing is, Scorch is definitely on the there. Get my words out. Scorch is definitely on the patch list, and she will get nerfed. I can see that happening. Dallas, I'm unsure. Because Dallas, like, I've also seen a lot of people say that they want Dallas nerfed. I don't agree. Because, like we said earlier on in the stream, with Dallas, you can effectively use his ability, find a guy that is the closest to you, it stays on that guy, but by the time you've looped around to find him, the rest of the enemy team has surrounded you, has gone into the perfect positions to surround you, and your entire team gets wiped. Because you tracked down that one guy incorrectly. So Dallas is still very heavily skill-based in comparison to Scorch, who is very much, as long as I proc it and I've got enemies in front of me, I'm going to win. 9 times out of 10. So I don't think Dallas should be nerfed. I definitely think his ability should be reworked, like we also said in the stream. I think it should be a matter of you activate it, and as long as it's active, anyone that you take down, anyone should re-trigger it. Or, what should happen is, or maybe, and these are all hypothetical ideas, of course. Maybe it should be an idea that, obviously, proc the ability, you see your closest guy. When that closest guy gets knocked down, and as long as the ability is still up, the ability jumps to the next closest guy. And then that goes down, jumps to the next closest guy, that goes down, jumps to the next closest guy. And you work it like that. So Dallas's ability has the ability to hop to the next target, especially if you're tracking them one by one by one. I think that could be really cool, and a really interesting way to utilize his skill set, to make it so that it's not just found a guy, kill the guy, if I didn't kill the guy that I marked, then that's it. At least now, you have more of an incentive to track down the guy that you've targeted, because now, you take him down, oh look, I can see his teammate, and he's trying to flank me. Quickly, rotate round, you know. I think that'll just make Dallas a little bit better. I don't think he needs to be nerfed. I just think he needs to be tweaked a little bit to make his ability more incentive-based. He's very highly played, and you can see why. Look at his weapons. I need to play him because I still haven't had a chance to. But a little bit of rework on Dallas. Little get your wrench to it. A little tweak. And I think Dallas would be bloody perfect. Yeah, so far, I'm enjoying Rogue Company. I really am. Obviously I need to play it more. Yes, I suck. But that's beside the point. I think the game has really strong potential. Love the artwork. Love the character design so far. Very interested to see what they're going to do with skins. More so for the characters rather than the weapons. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't think they have anything in their store yet. Or do they? This will be interesting, because I don't know whether they have anything in their Rogue Company store yet. I want to say they don't. Because it's in beta and they're not going to release anything yet in the store. So if you bought the Founders Pack that gives you like the real world currency, it's going to have to wait until it comes out, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, it's not going to look. I don't think it does. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it playing with the guys. I might end up doing a stream of this where I'm just running solo, or just one of the guys, or even any of you guys would maybe be interested. So the game at the moment you can only get as a founder. There are 3 different tiers of packs that give you different things depending on how deep into the game that you buy into. The game itself is going to have full release at some point this year. I forget what time frame they had. Don't quote me on that. The positive thing as well is this is going to be a free-to-play game. So whatever you saw here, all free-to-play. And I think as a free-to-play game, this has top-tier contendership. And I thought Paladin's esports scene was getting a bit meh for me. Rogue Company's esports scene, I could see blowing up. This will be beautiful to watch at an esport level. Genuinely. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you very much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys like the new stuff that we have on the stream. It's a shame we haven't had any like new followers or hosts or anything along those lines, because you would have seen our new alert that we also have in place. But it's not to worry. It's absolutely fine. We'll see if it happens next time. We'll see if it procs on stream for people to watch and for people to listen and for you to enjoy. But if you did enjoy, and if you want to watch more, whether it's Rogue Company or many of the other games that I play live on stream, be sure to consider following, subscribing if you want to, all that fun jazz. I've even got my social media stuff down in the panels below, or if you're watching this on YouTube, down in the description. Until next time, guys, this was Rogue Company. I'm TheXploder. The Explosive, ladies and gents, and we'll be seeing you guys next time. Ta-ra!